An entomologist with the Savannah Agricultural Research Institute, Jerry Nboyine, has warned peanut farmers against adopting new varieties without studying agronomic practices that increase yield and combat pests. According to Dr. Nboyine, agronomic practices are crucial to controlling pests and disease outbreaks in peanut fields. There's more in the following report.
There are variations in the yields of groundnuts in the northern region, depending on the variety, the soil condition, and the weather. According to experts, the 5 regions in the north produce 80% of groundnuts with over 5 different varieties. Although the region is well suited for the cultivation of groundnuts, leaf spot disease affects the leaves of the plant during germination as well as the flower formation process, and this causes the yellow leaves to fall off prematurely. In the absence of good agronomic practices in managing the infection that affects the roots and the yield potential of the plant, 60 to 70% of groundnut harvests are lost. To deal with this, the Savannah Agricultural Research Institute, in partnership with the USAID's Feed the Future Ghana Market Systems and Resilience Program, engaged groundnut farmers in their research fields in order to mitigate the challenges faced by the groundnut farmers in the northern regions and promote best practices. Several new groundnut production technologies were introduced as a result. The lead breeder in groundnut improvement research with SARI is Dr. Richard Frimpong, and he said the varieties introduced to farmers can effectively deal with the economic losses of farmers through leaf spot infection.
On most farmers' field, the common varieties the farmers say they grow is the one they call Chinese. In other places, they call it China. But then these are different land races that the farmers have access to, which have shown to be very susceptible to the disease. But then we have come up with varieties like SARI, and then SARI Not 1, and also SARI Not 2. And all of these varieties are able to deal effectively with the disease, in the field. So with these varieties, farmers are able to actually double their yields as opposed to using the old varieties that they have.
An entomologist, Dr. Jerry Nboyine, underscored the need for farmers to observe best agronomic practices, not just new variety adaptation for enhanced yield.
So you can have a very high performing variety, but if you don't follow it with the right agronomic practices, then the kind of yield that you are expecting, and by extension the kind of profit you are expecting, you will actually not get it. So the old regime where farmers used to just plant groundnut and then they leave it till it is time for harvest, we are saying that will not give them the optimum yield that they are expecting.
Some peanut farmers who spoke to J2 News after the field visit expressed interest in the new varieties and why they opted for some field management practices.
The germination that we see here, so we see it to be somehow improving. So we think that next year, if we can also get the seeds, we can also try and see how it will do.
It makes me feel that if I improve if I apply what I've learned here, I can harvest more than what I was getting before. Where they apply fertilizer and where they did not apply fertilizer, the difference is not much. And even if you don't have money to buy fertilizer, you can still harvest something.
11 new varieties of peanut lines are being examined for possible release to farmers soon.